Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long, long wait. For near enough a century we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So here we are again then, Jim. A tournament so long in the waiting.
Yeah, we can't wait to get going on this, Peter. These teams have given their all to be here.
And great chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Now it's Bakambu. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Ramos. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes! It's, oh, what has happened here? Has to go back here. Spread it left. And the counter is on. Floated through. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Kayembe knocks it into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Here's Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Dias. Portugal currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. João Cancelo. And it's Ruben Neves. To Ruben Neves. Ruben Dias. Here's Vitinha. Ruben Neves. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ruben Neves. Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Bruno Fernandes really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
That's a decent clearance. Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes. And here's Rafael Leao. A quick look, thought about cut. And there's the shot! And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. That has been knocked clear. And that is out of play. And it's Ruben Neves. Vitinha. That's a good ball. Goes for a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
That was a given. It always was.
The first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things.
And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ruben Dias. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbemba cuts it out. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. And here's Rafael Leao. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Nuno Mendes clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Mbemba. Kalulu. That's headed upfield. Democratic Republic of Congo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's looking wide. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. That's Ruben Neves. Wissa. Democratic Republic of Congo do have a chance to counter here. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. So the action resumes. Vitinha. João Cancelo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. And it's Vitinha. Tries to play it through. And it's Ruben Neves. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kayembe. Vitinha. To Ruben Neves. João Cancelo. Driving on and making good progress. He's having a hit! And that is high.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
João Cancelo. Oh, this is a very good run. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldo gets into a good position. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Rising over the bar.
Cristiano Ronaldo most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Ramos. No, again there's no way through. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Tuanzebe. Wissa. Pass is just off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kayembe. Wissa. He's found a way through. Wissa! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Bakambu. Bruno Fernandes. That's a sharp pass. Threads one in. Ronaldo wants to run onto this. And it's Cancelo. He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Kayembe. Nicely weighted ball. Inacio cuts out the pass. Oh, good spread. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kalulu. Wissa. Kayembe. And he's managed to get free. That's a throw. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mendes picks it up out wide. That's a shade optimistic. It'll be a throw-in. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Bakambu, the most accurate pass. And it's Vitinha. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Played out towards the right wing. It's come to nothing. Lukau. Pickle. Wissa. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Lukau. Pickle. Wan-Bissaka. Over to the right flank. He's picked his way through. Tries to pass it through. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal achieve exactly what they wanted on opening day. 3 precious points on a traditionally testing occasion, and things are looking pretty good. Gonzalo Ramos picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, they've laid down a marker with such a good opening win, and they're saying to the rest of the group, we're intent on staying at the top. On this evidence, I think there's every chance too.
Mais on sera meilleur la prochaine fois.
Portugal are in need of one more big performance. So much at stake and all outcomes plausible. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward, it increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
So things are underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest... There's the shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this man...
Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Stood up well to him there. A win here so important to their ambitions. Distributed tidily. Knocks it into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's found the way through. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Marcou para o Uzbequistão. Aos 21 minutos de jogo.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Vitinha. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good chance here! Wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And the pass is intercepted. Inacio makes a move down the right. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Ruben Neves! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
He has found the way through. Shot could be on. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rafael Leao. And it's Ruben Neves. João Cancelo. Vitinha. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way past. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Nice looking ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, good spread. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. That's very neat. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for a runner. Rafael Leao wants to run onto this. That's tidy. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open up front.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So 45 minutes from now, we will have a much clearer picture of it all.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Neves. Rafael shoots! Now, how often do you see that?
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. It's pretty much standard practice these days.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a really well-measured ball. Rafael Leao. Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Space for him to turn and look. João Cancelo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That has been cut short. Ronaldo going forward. Oh, super ball! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ruben Neves. And it's Mendes. Showing good feet. And it's Vitinha. Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. And the ball is out of play. A big chance! And no mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like...
Oh, what has happened here? Rafael Leao with the cross. And he's there to belt it away.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ramos. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely spread. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cross in, looks towering header. It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Uzbekistan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Spread to the right. Here's a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Cristiano Ronaldo fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Uzbekistan are looking to go forward now. Great vision.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de
Into a
compensação.
minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Can he get on the end of this? So no flag here. And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha. Ruben Neves. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Gonzalo Ramos picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Portugal must have viewed this game as very winnable, but will no doubt have a healthier respect for this opposition now.
Caros espectadores, obrigado a todos pelo vosso apoio.
So it all hinges on this. They need a draw to progress. It is a teasing game of football, right on the very edge. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Portugal lining up with a look of total focus. Eyes on the prize, which is way beyond these group stages.
Well, Peter, this is nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Gonzalo Inacio gets it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He is through here. That's very neat. He's in a great position here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Neves is probably among the better defensive midfielders around at the moment. He'll no doubt provide the creative input for those up front with his searching passes from deep. He'll also...
Chance for a shot! Oh, that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. Vitinha. Now it's Ruben Neves. Gonzalo Inacio. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's neat. And he's managed to get free. Chance! Goal! Portugal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Número 9.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Portugal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Now, can they get him away? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Nicely shaped ball. Munoz promptly onto that, and that is that. Lerma. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicely spread. He's picked his way through. And he lines up a cross. Terrific effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Bruno Fernandes. Over to the right flank. Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. He'll try from this. Oh, it rattles the bar. Lerma.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Suarez. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
Nuno Mendes. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Ruben Neves. And it's Mendes. And Mendes. Vitinha. And it's Cancelo. It's a promising position. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ruben Neves with the short one.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Big chance! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Portugal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Aquí están ambos equipos preparados. Cambio.
So 45 minutes from now, we will have a much clearer picture of it all. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Portugal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Vitinha. That's destined for the flank. Vitinha. For João Cancelo. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless. It's all becoming so easy. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A case now of complete control. Pass somewhat off target. João Cancelo. And it's Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto looking to receive it in space. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Who's going to be first to this? And again! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Knocks it into space. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Ruben Neves. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo is flagged offside. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's James Rodriguez. He's being urged to and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Could be decent chance! And he's stuck it away! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Convertido en el minuto 67. Número 25.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Looking to play him in. Bruno Fernandes. Lukumi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mojica. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And that's a throw-in. And it's James Rodriguez. Suarez. He's shifting through the gears here.
Decent attempt at, just a little mistime. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's made its way to him. Sanchez. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Ronaldo. He's having a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 11.
So the manager can
Número
make a change
14.
for the first time in the game here.
Número 20. Número 6.
Lerma. Suarez given the lift of his goal. Now it's James Rodriguez. Skillfully cut out. Suarez! And there's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. All of a sudden, we have a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo receives it in a wide position. Showing good feet. No way through, so back it comes. Shoots! Well taken goal. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Colombia have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Mojica made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that has not gone well. Ruben Neves. There he goes, motoring forward. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mojica can get it clear. Cristiano Ronaldo. Gonzalo Inacio. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here for Pedro Neto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That's that, the end. So the deed is done. Thrill and excitement all round as players and supporters embrace the knowledge that there are bigger and better things to come. Well, how will we look back on that?
Portugal really have struggled, Peter, but I think there's a lot of positives they can take from surviving such a tough group stage. They'll take confidence from that.
Una derrota muy dura. Esperemos mejorar para el próximo partido.
So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, this is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well. Tries one from range! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. He's on it, can he get away? And a chance! That has been knocked clear. Panama have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. Skims one in. Diogo Costa claims it, safe hands. Vitinha gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, we're talking about a classic defensive midfielder, Peter. Always in the right place, always with an idea of what's going to happen next. He's very good at seeing that, and he also excels at getting the ball moving forward. And I think everybody associated with this club is expecting big things from him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him to... Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Strong running down that left flank. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Portugal have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
And it's Ruben Neves. Vitinha. And it's Ruben Neves.
Gonzalo Ramos. And it's Ruben Neves. To Ruben Neves. And it's Vitinha. Is there any support? Ruben Neves! That's a throw. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Gonzalo Inacio. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And there is your opener. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Shoots! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Vitinha over to the right flank. Very nicely done. João Cancelo, in by Cancelo. Oh, well played. Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Godoy. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Couldn't squeeze it through. Just 5 minutes left until the break. He's got away. Chance for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
João Cancelo. That's a good foray he's making. Looking for the run.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, they've got it again. And for the first half, that is that. How would you review the first half?
Portugal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
So, half-time in the opener. Portugal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And here is the first touch of the second half. This looks promising. Vitinha. Chance here to counter. Tries to play it through. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Now that looks a decent ball. And the ball is out of play. Nuno Mendes. That's a good run down the left. Ruben Dias. Can he get it through? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Back in possession and ready to go again. And it's hoisted clear. He's in a great position here. Rafael Leao gets it away. Godoy driving forward. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
João Cancelo gets his final warning. He's trying a shot. It's hit the upright. Vitinha is there and he can get that clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, good take in a good area. Cristiano Ronaldo. And smartly reclaimed. Bruno Fernandes being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way. Cristiano Ronaldo! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
A case now of complete control. João Cancelo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ruben Dias. And it's Mendes. That's Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. To Bruno Fernandes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nuno Mendes. And the return pass. And it's Ruben Neves. Here's Vitinha. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. So what can they make of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. Steve tries a shot! Against the crossbar! Deftly away. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's a key interception. Moved on forwards. Rafael Leao. Great vision. That's a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bruno Fernandes, he'll try from distance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Vitinha. He's gone for goal. And he should have made it 4. And the number on the board is 3. Now he's off and running. And he's picked it up out wide. Crosses it in, he's rising! And with that, the end. Job done, professionally done. All eyes forward now. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal definitely look the business, don't they? This will serve as the perfect springboard to greater tests, no doubt. They really couldn't have asked for more.
Caros espectadores, por favor, depositem o lixo nos recipientes próprios para esse efeito. Muito obrigado.
So another step closer to the big business on this ultimate global stage for the game. And with it comes heightened expectations, heightened ambitions and aspirations. This place really is sparkling, the atmosphere as strong as the ultimate prize. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? It's that familiar feeling again, Jim Beglin. Unerring focus, steely drive.
I have to say, Peter, it would have felt good being out there too. Confidence is something that builds with every little bit of progress you make, and all of a sudden you're on the verge of the quarter-finals. Things can only get harder now.
Well, they're bound to, aren't they?
Fortune favours the brave.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think we're going to be seeing an awful lot of the player Pedro Neto, because he's so quick and agile, and his ability to twist and turn at top speed really does give him the edge in those crowded areas. I think he'll be his team's go-to guy when they're looking to counter too.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And he's intervened well there. Well, there's the clearance. In towards the back stick. João Cancelo gets it away. Looking to play him in. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught napping. Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, and Mendes, and it's Ruben Neves. Here's Vitinha. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Rafael Leao. He shifted it to the flank, and it's Mendes. Lovely bit of skill. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vitinha. That's Ruben Neves. And it's Ruben Neves. Played out to the left flank. Ruben Neves. And here's Rafael Leao. Here's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, such a clever touch. Shoots!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Bruno Fernandes. Now Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Mendes. Ruben Neves. And it's Mendes. To Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Neves. And it's Vitinha. Tries to play it through. That is a brilliant interception. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Ruben Neves. Searching pass he's played there. That's a shade optimistic. He's in a great position here. Nuno Mendes. Oh, no question, that's a foul. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Nice bit of trickery. Ruben Neves getting forward. They get a throw in. Ruben Neves. To Bruno Fernandes. So a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. It's played through for him. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Vitinha is there, and he can get that clear. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. And he's there to get it away. Ruben Neves, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And the shot!
Of course! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 60 minutes is number 8, Bruno Fernandes.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Great vision.
And he welcomes it in.
Is having a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Driving forward. He's a sharp little ball here.
He had a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Vitinha. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And here's Neto. Bruno Fernandes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Vitinha for Pedro Neto. Ruben Neves. Now Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes. Now Ruben Dias. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Cancelo. Here's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Vitinha. João Cancelo. Ruben Neves. Now Ruben Dias. Rafael Leao. And it's Mendes. Ruben Dias. All the way back. And it's Cancelo. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Decent chance! And he hits the net! Right back in it!
almost no time remaining. Game still on. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Canada need to make something happen here. Can he get on the end of this? Aimed at the far side. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Pedro Neto. And he shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
For Canada, number 7 coming on the field is number 6.
Foot in. Threads one in. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Substitution.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Portugal conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao to Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao tries to pass it through. Oh, good taken. He's had a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Portugal with the lead. Steaming. Big chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Vitinha. Araujo. And it's Mendes. Can he get it through? Rafael Leao gets into a good position. It's a goal kick. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Gonzalo Inacio. Diogo Costa. And it's Mendes. And it's Ruben Neves. Good running, strong and purpose. Goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
So just 15 minutes still to come.
Please turn towards the screen.
Goals on both sides then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this. The hostilities have already resumed. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Bruno Fernandes engages and forces him off the ball. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedro Neto. To Ruben Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. And the ball is out of play. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem that we are headed for penalties. Can he latch on to this? Ruben Neves.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Cancelo. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide. Looking for the run. He's through here, and he welcomes it in. So no flag hit. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
That's at the end. Portugal are going out at this stage. So much hope coming into the second round, but alas, such is the brutal reality of sport. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players. and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
So welcome to another round of thrills and spills that comes with the territory of knockout football of the highest order, where we're about to witness a clash of two sides both passionately supported and unashamedly single-minded in their quest to make the final 8. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So with every step comes heightened hope, heightened expectation, Jim.
Yes, Peter, I think this is probably the round where you get a serious indication as to who the serious candidates are, who has the momentum.
And of course there are tactical considerations to take into account.
Yeah, that too. All factors that will have a hand in today's outcome.
Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And here's Rafael Leao.
Rafael Leao really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The great playmaker João Neves is very comfortable with the ball at his feet, Peter, and good at resisting pressure, protecting the ball. He's going to be key if the manager is asking his players to get the ball out of defence at that high tempo.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rafael Leao. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still... Big chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score burst. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Number 8, Bruno Fernandes.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Portugal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Deftly away. That'll be a throw. Ruben Neves cuts out the pass. Rafael Leao. And he welcomes it in. Here's found the... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
After 20 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And this is Ronaldo. Played into space. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Ruben Neves. Now Ruben Dias. And it's Ruben Neves. Vitinha. João Neves. Oh, good! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, super ball! That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He is through here! That's good play. Ruben Dias was in no mood for any of that. Ruben Dias, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ruben Neves has created 1 goal already. Nuno Mendes. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And he's picked it up out wide. That's Ruben Neves. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Good ball, good... Tries a shot! Relentless! just relentless. And they are disappearing out of sight. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
A case now of complete control. That'll be a throw-in. Now, can they get him away?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ball's out once more. He's had a shot! Rising over the bar.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Vitinha, and it's Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao. And for the first half, that is that. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Portugal are having a ball here. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Pings it across. Oh, important interception. Oh, this looks sharp.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mendes does really well to win the ball there. That has been cut short. Nicely weighted ball. Space for him to turn and look. Great ball, and he's in here. Ruben Dias. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Now the delivery. Has to go back here. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 56 minutes is number 10, Rafael Leao.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Delivered in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And they've got rid.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. That has not gone well. Now this could be a chance. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. They've played it short. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ronaldo. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! And he's stuck it away! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 10, number 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Is number 21. Substitution in progress.
Has a look and plays it forward. That's destined for the flank, and he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And the through ball. He's on it. He's in one-on-one. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? Forced to go back. Oh, he's having a go. That's another chance. And that's in. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 10.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Canada making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Substitution for Canada. Number 10.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Half an hour gone in the second half.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Inacio is the guilty party there. Wriggles his way through. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Now then, the ball's come loose. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ruben Dias. Now Gonzalo Inacio. João Cancelo. Great vision. Rafael Leao looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they've set out...
Chance, surely! Cleared away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
João Cancelo with the clearance. Matheus Nunes to Cancelo. And it's Nunez. Ruben Neves. No, he wasn't going to let it pass. This ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. They get a throw in. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And that was very necessary. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he shoots! And he's taking no chances there. And that will be it. So, yet another step towards ultimate glory, another test passed. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
So with barely any time to recover from the previous round of games, it's time to go again. Victory here would be a giant step towards the prize that everyone desires. It is quarter-final day. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Well, both managers at pains to state that their teams aren't quite where they should be just yet. What did you make of that assessment, Jim?
Well, I think there's a bit of reverse psychology going on here, Peter. The managers know the score. They're just keeping their cards close to their chest for the moment.
So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is. But he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal and be one that brings everyone else into play, and he's a...
Vitinha! Goal! Portugal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Convertido en el minuto 6. Número 17.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. He's on it. Can he get away? Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he finish? Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
That's a decent clearance. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Rafael Leao. decent chance! Against the crossbar. Same again, same outcome.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Molina, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Nuno Mendes. Portugal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Ramos. Tagliafico cuts out the pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Simeone. No way he was going to be out-muscled. There's the delivery. This time, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's Palacios. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Always goal side. And Martinez! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Out of play for a throw. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Ruben Neves. Now Ruben Diaz. Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ruben Neves. Oh, he's having a go! Brilliant from Ruben Neves! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, Mada! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he thumps it clear. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Goes down, but nothing given. João Cancelo. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. 5 minutes till the break. A probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rafael Leao is onto it. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Baco.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Steaming on goalwards. Rafael Leao shoots! And that signals the end of the first period. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the score.
En el centro de información. Y aquí están. Den la bienvenida a los jugadores.
So the action resumes. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he latch on to this? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, this is a great position. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's come back out to him. Ruben Neves goes short. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gets his head on it! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
He is through here! And it's Palacios. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Neves, currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Oh, no joy this time. Portugal with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Bruno Fernandes. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now there's the clearance. Otamendi. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's burst through! Martinez going forward. Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. To Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Vitinha. And it's Bruno takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's been given away. Gonzalo Ramos! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Tagliafico. And Simeone. Now it's Martinez. Defending was strong and firm. Otamendi. Now it's Martinez. Ruben Dias has given away a free kick. Martinez. Palacios. Almada. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha looking to add to his goal. Looking for the run. Shot a goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to get it away. Almada. Tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Rapidly approaching the end. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. Vitinha. And it's Cancelo. Now Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Vitinha. João Cancelo. Portugal can consider themselves just about safe now. He's gone for goal. Simeone.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. Here's Vitinha. Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. Otamendi. Spread it left. And he's managed to get free. Almada. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. That's tidy. And that has been slung wide. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Palacios. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Almada. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal advance, just quietly doing their thing. Their eyes now firmly locked onto glory. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se presentará la información de tránsito más actualizada.
So two teams setting out to clear the last hurdle before the final, and a couple of hours from now they will know their fate. To the victors, a date with history. It really is now or never. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The glitzy opening ceremony feels like yesterday, Jim, but here we are. We've reached the semi-finals.
Yeah, it's been a competition that's kept on giving in terms of drama, Peter. No wonder the time has flown. It's just been very exciting. And I have the feeling that this game will be no different.
So we're very much on the way now. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. A real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Nuno Mendes certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Now it's Watkins. Just the keeper in his way. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Watkins showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Watkins. Good, strong midfield running here. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goals and assists. He'll be the brains in midfield, trying to provide the creative input for players up front whenever possible.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rafael Leao! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Rafael Leao really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
So it is still 0-0. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! He's got away with one there. Jordan Henderson. Nicely spread. And it's Rashford. Under an awful lot of pressure. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he can thump it away. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. Watkins. Aimed beyond the defence. Gonzalo Ramos. He's had a shot! Superb from Ramos! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Portugal score first. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Rodgers. And this is Kane. Gets a good foot in there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Now it's Kane, spread to the right. He's in plenty of space here. It's a goal kick. Gonzalo Inacio. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. Tries a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Quansah. And it's Rashford. Ruben Neves does really well to win the ball there. Nuno Mendes. Distributed tidily. He's found the way through. Rashford. The cutback.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name, is going wide left. He is through here. Great chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Rodgers. So it's half-time in the semi-final. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
So it's half-time in the semi-final. Portugal looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Vitinha. Now Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Mendes. Ruben Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Takes a shot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space. The player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
A case now of complete control. Watkins. And here's Kane. Spread out to the left. Cross neat. Impressive jump. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the shot. Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Gonzalo Inacio. Here's Ronaldo. And it's Cancelo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Here's Vitinha. And it's Ruben Neves. Big chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, extraordinary.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Stones. Pressing high and with purpose. Watkins. And that is a little undercooked. That has been slung wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodgers powering forward. There's the shot! Just too high.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Number 19.
So time for change,
Watkins.
and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Tries to play it through, and he welcomes it in. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Short changes him with that pass. England have a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Bellingham. And the finish! Always going over the top.
Oh, it's great when someone backs himself to go on a run and get on the other side of a defence. Unfortunately, that's where it ended.
Gonzalo Inacio. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for the run. And the shot! Well taken goal. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Kane. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Almost nothing left on the clock here. They have 1 foot in the final. Now it's Rafael Leao. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's well spotted. Pickford with the clearance. Great vision. Decent chance! Menu. It's Bellingham. Menu. The final 5 minutes. Nicely shaped ball. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 87 minutes is number 9, Gonzalo Ramos.
England can make their change now with a break in play. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
26,
Portugal are having a ball
coming
here.
on the field, number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Nicked it back
Number
promptly.
24, Reece
Menu.
James.
Jordan Henderson. Well, that has not gone well. Chance! And that has faded wide. Oh
There will
no,
be
this
5
does
minutes
not look...
of
And a
time.
chance! Goal! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
For England, number 10,
England get their goal. A bit of respectability restored.
Bellingham.
Gonzalo Inacio,
Bellingham.
Diogo Costa. Now Gonzalo Inacio. Well, that is one way to stop him. Spence. Spence makes a dash for it. Real chance! And it's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
England, number 16.
England. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal have done it. They have earned their big day, and they have every reason to feel good about their chances. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they passed that test in flying colours, and they have every reason to believe that they can go all...
So this is it, one more match to determine the destination of the ultimate prize in world football. Two teams, each with a golden ticket in hand, are hoping that this will be their date with destiny. Only one of them can bring the storied trophy home, however. It promises to be enthralling, high-octane stuff, and it is kicking off very soon. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. It's hard to imagine how those players might be feeling, but what do you think might be going through their minds, Jim?
Well, I think there's definitely a lot of pride and honour at play here, Peter, and they'll be raring to go, obviously. Sure, there'll be a few nerves out there, but that's understandable given what's at stake. I think we could be in for a cracker here, and really, here's hoping.
The final gets underway.
Yeah, I think I'll be keeping a keen eye, Peter, on the early exchanges here. Both managers did emphasise their eagerness to get on the front foot, so we'll see how true to their word they are.
Looking for options for movement. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. He is through here. Oh, it's a great chance! It's their first effort on goal.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Portugal with the corner, their first. Impressive jump! But he's left disappointed.
Gonzalo Ramos certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking...
Bruno Fernandes! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I just think, though, that was selfish.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Ruben Neves. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Uruguay are looking to go forward now. Bentancur. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. That's an imaginative pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gonzalo Inacio. Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao. Looking to play him in. Gonzalo Ramos. And the shot! Valverde. Now it's Darwin. Uruguay are looking to break at pace. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ruben Dias. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Goes for a shot! It's hit the upright. De Arrascaeta going forward. Ruben Dias. That's Ruben Neves. Knocks it into space. Chance! And the ball's come loose here. Valverde. De Arrascaeta. Now it's Darwin. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Ruben Dias. And it's Mendes. Can he get on the end of this? Rafael Leao. Showing good feet. Opts to play it back. There's the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Well, he went with real power then when something dainty and subtle was called for.
Pelistri. Bentancur. And that should get the job done. Throw-in. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has been slung wide. Now it's tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! And there you have it, the first spark in this most special of games. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, certainly the big occasion and a very big opening goal to boost everyone's confidence here.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Great vision. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, delicate chip through. Bentancur. And we have breezed through the first half of the final. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So we reach the halfway point. What does Jim Beglin have to offer at this stage?
Well, Peter, I think their lead owes a lot to a well-thought-out game plan. Now they just have to stop their opponents building up any kind of momentum early in the second half.
So it's half-time in the grand finale. Portugal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we're underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He won't be happy with that one. Ruben Neves. Now it's Rafael Leao. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Diogo Costa. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Valverde. He's a sharp little ball here. It is a corner, good chance. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Tries a deft little... Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. Vitinha. Portugal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Ramos. Little pass back. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. Gonzalo Ramos receives it in a wide position. And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Vitinha. Ruben Neves. Lovely, real chance! And that's a good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, shooting chance! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you know, it was a really smart ball to play him through the disguise and the weight that allowed him to beat the defence with. It was beautiful.
Araujo. Stood up well to him there. Pelistri. That's De Arrascaeta. Threads one in. Now it's De Arrascaeta. Pass somewhat off target. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Gonzalo Ramos being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't...
And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oliveira. De Arrascaeta. He's picked his way through. Now the delivery. And he won't reach that. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Just a few moments from glory. Bruno Fernandes. Uruguay choosing to make the first change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Oliveira. Showing great feet there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Out of play for a throw. João Cancelo ventures forward. He can run onto that. That's a decent clearance. Pelistri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gonzalo Ramos. Big chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
I could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 11.
Uruguay have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, they have to do something to change the status quo.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. He's had a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Well, there's a probing ball. And here's Nunez. Salazar. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Good, strong midfield running here. Ugarte for Valverde. 4 extra minutes added on. That is good alertness. And it's Ruben Neves. And that's it. A tale of triumph that started pretty much with the conclusion of last season and ends with the realisation of the ultimate dream for this set of players who are on top of the world. Winners of football's ultimate game, its ultimate competition.
Well, Peter, they've been magnificent in this tournament, and I've loved the way they've approached every game so meticulously. But alas, time has beaten us, so all that remains is for me to thank you for joining us, and we bid you farewell. Bye-bye for now.
Well,